Yes, thank you. So, hi everyone, good evening and welcome back. Welcome to another interesting evening with Joining Hands. We're a community for those interested in alternate healing. We're a community for those interested in making their life better. We started in COVID as a simple plan to have a series of 10 talks. Over time, things changed. We've grown. We today are a community of 27,000 people across 18 different countries. We have meetups and programs that we host across all of these geographies. A little earlier last year, we started teaching constellations, and we have another business called Healing Circles where we teach constellations. In case you haven't seen our website, do head over. It's called joininghands.in. Take a look at it. We've got some interesting programs, interesting workshops that are happening. The way you see the website is going to absolutely change in the next 30 to 45 days. We're adding a lot more workshops, a lot more programs, a lot more content, and I think right now what we see is just a few videos on the website, a few blogs. We've got such amazing content that we want to share with you and which will all go up in the next 30 days on the website. This is our website for where we teach. We teach three programs right now: family constellations, karmic constellations, and business constellations. If you are a YouTube junkie like me, head over to our Joining Hands YouTube channel. We've got some amazing content, very, very vast and varied kind of content. You'll find podcasts, you'll find a lot of videos about me talking about areas that I'm interested in. You'll find processes that have been done by Yale, by Class, by Martine online. If you like watching reels, I've been told our reel content is fabulous. So we've got some really interesting content on Instagram to keep you entertained. And last, I mean, this is what we do. A lot of what we have on our website. Welcome. My name is Hitesh Bhatia. I'm a past life regression therapist. If you met me maybe 5, 7 years back, I would say I don't believe in any of this that's happening over here. I never believed anything in alternate healing. I had no clue about all of this. I thought people who believed in alternate healing were loony, were a little crazy in the head. Little did I know, 10 years later, I would be sitting and saying, oh my God, I'm also crazy in the head. But alternate healing has changed my life. It's changed my world. It's beautifully altered everything that I could have thought of and imagined in my life. From being a failure in my business, my restaurants failed in 2014, 15. My life was a mess. I remember being suicidal. I remember looking at saying, okay, let me just end all this pain. To now, my wealth has grown probably 100x in the last 5 years. I'm such a beautiful human being. I'm empathetic. I understand so much more about my purpose, why I'm here on this planet, my relationships, my career, my health. Um, some crazy things. The hair on my head has started growing back. People don't believe it. They say it's not possible. And I said, I do Ho'oponopono. I've done constellations. I've done everything. And I've started seeing the hair on my head growing back. I've started losing weight without doing any exercise. My eyesight has gone down from minus 5.5 to minus 4.25. And almost everything that contributes to all of this is through the world of alternate healing. A lot of it through constellations, a lot of it through regression. And that's what I love. I believe that it's beautiful that I have an opportunity to share all of what I've learned and all of what I've understood to our community, to take this message and be a sort of, I'm at loss of the right word, but basically take this message that alternate healing can make your life beautiful, can give you solutions to problems that you've had and you've been carrying for so long. And with that, we have Yael in the house with us. Yael is a dear friend from Israel. We've got talking and we've got this connection where we understand each other, we can relate to each other. I'm so excited to be seeing her in Mumbai soon. I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to meet her in Israel. I hope to see you there also someday.
One day.
Someday. Yael is also a fellow therapist. She's from Israel. She got introduced to the world of alternate healing. She's been practicing for over a decade. started with Akashic records and has grown with different modalities. Today, she works specifically with karmic constellations, family constellations. She's also the founder of, the Institute for Karmic Constellation, where she teaches the program, and she's written a book on karma. So there's a lot to talk about on karma. Yael, today we're talking about relationships, karma, and you. So, there's a
Yes.
lot to talk about on relationships and karma, why we choose partners, why we choose certain relationships, why we choose certain people to be single, why certain people choose to be single. I remember from one of our earlier calls, you said something really beautiful. You said one of your clients wanted to get married, and she came to you because she wasn't able to get married and she wasn't attracting the right life partner. She wasn't finding the right life partner. And in the field, when you put the soul said, I don't want to be married. And maybe we can just start off from there. I think that's really beautiful to talk about.
Yeah. I just want to say before we start that more than 20 years ago, when I was in my studying psychology and management, if you would tell me that I would do this whoa things, I would bark in like laughter, like me, this thing. So I really resonate with what you're saying. Yeah, I'm practicing the alternative life and energetic life for more than 20 years now. And yeah, what I found out during this, even before family and karmic constellation, is our soul is not us, and we are not our soul. And we tend to think that the soul is us. So the soul wants what we want, right? And if I was born in India or in Israel, in a way, those two cultures are quite the same. Patriarchal culture, you have to get married, you have to have children, and if you're not, something is wrong with you. So if I was born in Israel or in India, I want to have a partner, a spouse, I want to have children, right? This is the path. But what happens when the soul doesn't want that? Maybe she came to Israel or India in order to explore how it is to be a single in this kind of culture, which is enormously hard. It's easy to be a single in Japan. They like, you want to be single, go and live in Japan. But in our cultures, and we have a similar culture in that way, it's really hard. It's really hard. I have moms that come to me and say one kid is not enough. Like in Israel, the minimum is 3. If you have 3 kids, you're normal. So the soul wants something. So I had in a week 2 clients, one from Israel, one from India. Both want to find relationship for marriage. And in both ways, the soul said, it's not what I'm looking for. And it's really hard for the person to accept that the soul wants something else. So it's a bit tricky, this relationship between us and the soul. I had a client that she's a woman, and she said, I want sustainable relationship, someone that will stay. And what we found out is that by not attracting the right man, she's learning a lot. So we did a session between life session in karmic constellation, between life, and the counsel between life showed her everything she's learning by not having a sustainable relationship and attracting all the bad men. Doesn't mean she can change it, but just knowing and seeing that, it makes a big shift. So we have all kinds of relationship. We have abusive relationship. We have great relationship. We have awful relationship with our parents. We have loving relationship with our parents. Awful relationship with our kids. loving relationship with our kids, good friends, bad friends, good partners, awful partners. And the reason we have all of them is for us to learn something. And wanting or not, as soul, we actually choose that. We have chosen to come with our abusive, let's say, parents, because we have something to learn. If I'll speak in the word of karma, the traditional karma, we have a debt, we have something to balance. So this is why we come. I have more option. For me, learning is not about death. Sometimes we do have death for other souls, but sometimes we just want to learn and to explore. And what I found in traditional point of view of karma, if you are, let's say, married to an abusive husband, it's your karma. You need to deal with it and you need to die with it. Like, this is what you need until the end of your life. So if he abuses you, he can abuse you until you die. Marriage, a divorce are not okay. If you will divorce him, the karma will haunt you, and next time you'll pay a bigger debt or something like that. And my question is, who says? Where do you find it's written? In any religious notes that karma is a debt you need to pay until the day you die? Who said that if I was married to an abusive husband and for 10 years I suffered, who says it's not enough? Now it's my time to pay my debt. Now I can format a new life. It's not written anywhere in any script that we need to pay our debt until we'll die. So when you go to a therapy and you want to change, we are not changing our karma, we are just shifting our energy. And we are acknowledging whatever we did in past life so we can make change in the present life. And any questions? Because actually I want to take you into an exercise in a breakout room. But before that, I do want to ask if you have any questions, or you can disagree with what I'm thinking, it's also okay. Or agree with what I'm thinking, it's also okay.
I think it'll be nice if people have their videos on. So when we're in the process, that is really nice
Okay.
for the breakout rooms.
So learning lessons, we look at life as human quite linear. What does it mean, learning lesson? 1 + 1 = 2, right? I learned my lesson. I want to go from grade 1 to grade 2. I get A in all my tests. I wanted the other class. Lessons, sometimes learning the lesson, it's not about succeeding. Maybe 1 + 100 = 3. And this is what I needed to learn. And maybe I just need to learn 1 plus something. And next lifetime, I will learn what is the other stuff. Learning is a process. It's not like when you look at stock in the Bursa, you have this line that goes up. It's not like that. It can be spiral, it can be ups and downs. It's not a straight line. So, yeah, and relationships are about learning something. Not always what we think it's about. Sometimes there are more than one layer, and relationship is always about learning. Okay, I have this video on YouTube that I filmed about me and my dad. I'm a soul, my dad's soul, we are in heaven or between life, whatever. I go to my dad, to this soul, and I say, hey, do you want to come to earth and be my father? And then he says, oh, but you should know that I'm going to be a very, I don't remember exactly what I said, but like, I will be very self-centered. I will not care about you. I will have anger issues. And then I'm saying to him as a soul, great, I want to learn how to work with anger. I need to overcome, to develop with that. And then he says, but you also need to know that I'm going to be depressed. And I was like, yeah, great. I want to learn all of that. And then we like high five, say great, and came incarnating in earth to earth. And I had an awful dad, okay, with anger issues and all kinds of other stuff. Yet, because he had anger issues, I had an anger issues when I become a mom. So going through that, and we can call it healing my anger issues, made me a better therapist that can help others to work on their anger issues. So my dad actually did a big favor for me. Actually, both my parents, which was not so great in my childhood, because of that, I'm standing here with you, speaking with you, giving my gift to the world. I couldn't do that if I had a loving, caring, warm parents. Wouldn't work. So although it seems, and I did suffer, yeah, but my relationship with my parents, I had a soul contract with them. And because the awful parents they were, you can experience healing. So what a great job they did, actually. But as a human perspective, like, I'm okay with them now, yeah, but like 20 years ago, I couldn't stand them. So in every relationship, we have soul agreement. We agreed to incarnate to earth together to learn something. My learning is different than my parents' learning. Okay, they didn't become healers. I did. So it's different. So how do we know when we've learned the lesson or when the karma is completed? It's a great question. First, we die, then we know. But when we have enough of what we have, when we go to therapy and say, okay, I'm stop being like that. I don't want this life anymore. I don't want this relationship need to shift. It doesn't always mean divorce. Something might shift in the relationship. Then something has changed in the energy. Lessons are learned again. It's not like school. It's not, oh, you learned everything you needed in grade 1. Now you can go to grade 2. And there are layers. Okay. So I want to do an exercise with you. I do want, for a second, just if you don't know constellation at all, raise your hand so I know if I need to explain or not. Yeah, mechanical hand because I don't see.
Yeah, maybe raise the
Okay.
Zoom hand, put it in the chat.
Yeah.
If you don't know, say I don't know in the chat, so we know that you don't know constellations. And if you do the process, it's really nice if your videos are on. So then
Okay.
we have a few. We have 2 here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll explain. Okay. I'm gonna send you to breakout room. So whoever is gonna facilitate, see if we have 3 in a room. And when we represent, so now it's gonna be a little bit different than all my other webinars. Representing meaning me as Yael, I step aside and I allow myself to be something or someone else that it's not me. Let's say I want representation for my soul. So I took an object, let's say this is gonna be Yael, my soul. So now I'm Yael, but now when I'm picking this is my soul. So I start being my soul. I put Yael, what Yael think about her soul aside, and I'm representing my soul. What does it mean? I'm noticing my feelings and my sensations. What happens in my body, not what I think. What happens? What do I feel? Physical. Like, is it pleasant to me? Do I feel pleasant or not? Can I breathe? Am I balanced in my body? So when we do the work, I will ask you if you can to stand. No, it's hard to see me. And then like when I'm standing, do I stand straight or am I moving? Do I have a stomach ache? Do I have a headache? Can I breathe well or not? So those are sensations. Feelings are happy, sad, I love, I hate. Really feel in your body what happens to you. So when we represent, it's not about knowing, it's about feeling and sensing, okay? So what I'm asking you to do when you go to the breakout room, you think about someone that you want to learn a little bit about your karma with him, okay? Don't take the person that you can't stand that is in your life. Take someone that is okay, because we're not opening anything. So you can ask about your beloved child or the parents you like or your grandmother. Actually, go about people that you like, because I don't want to trigger any one of you. And we're just exploring something. So yes, take someone you love, okay? And you take representation. Again, it can be a note, it can be a crystal, it can be a pen, anything you have where you are. I had before that someone took a key chain or something like that. So you can use whatever you have. So you take one thing to represent you. You're gonna stand as your soul. You're gonna be three in a room. One is gonna be representing the other person's soul. And the third one is gonna represent your shared karma. So let's say I'm in one room with Hitash and Binify. So I will represent my soul. Hitash is going to represent, let's say I'm thinking about my eldest son. Hitash, you're going to represent my eldest son. And Binfar, you represent our shared karma. Okay. And what we're going to do, maybe we'll do an example. Okay. So we'll do it for 1 minute, but in the breaking room, I'll give you 2. So I'll be on the watch. So if we can stand. If not, you can sit. But if you never constellate before, it's better that you stand. So again, I am my soul. I'm not Yael. I'm my soul. Hitesh is my son's soul. He's not my son. And Benfer, you are our shared karma. And for 1 minute, we are just standing. And it's hard for you to see me. Let's see if now you can see me. Yeah, we are just standing and just feeling and sensing what happens. What do I see on screen? How does it feel when I see that on screen? For 1 minute, we're not speaking. I'm speaking just for you to understand the instructions, but in the session itself, we are not really speaking. See, maybe I want to move. Maybe I want to move farther. Maybe I want to go back. It's just feeling what my body wants to do and how it wants to feel. Okay, and we can go back to seat. So in the session, I will give you 2 minutes. And so you will need to be on someone will need to be on a timekeeper. And now just sharing. So Benifer, for 1 second, for 1 minute, just something that you felt and sense.
There was a lot of disconnect, and I couldn't see the sun. So
You couldn't see the sun.
I felt incomplete.
Incomplete.
Okay. Hitash?
I felt heaviness on my shoulders.
Hmm.
And I just
Okay.
I felt a sense of rejection.
Okay, great. Probably my son will agree with you. For me, it was really hard for you that I couldn't see your head. It was like, where is the full body?
Interesting.
So just by that, and that was a great reflection. Now you know my relationship with my eldest son. But now even I know more, which is what's important, okay? So we are not about to shift karma right now. It's just about experience a little bit about the relationship and learning a little bit about them and what karma says. So karma told me she feels missing something. So if now I want to do a session about my relationship with my son, I can use karma to fill in what is missing and see how can we change our soul agreement or contract and have a better connection with each other. Okay? So how are we with the breakout room? And I see people that are leaving, so if you don't want to be in a breakout room, maybe put a dash before so you will not be signed. You don't have to be in the breakout room. You don't have to participate in the exercise. It's not have to. Okay. And then, yeah, if someone put a dash before their name, maybe don't sign them into, yeah, not on the chat, but in your name on the Zoom. Because in the chat, it doesn't work.
I'll tell you what we can try, Yael. We're 58 people right now. If you remove the 4 of us, which is from joining, you and the other from joining hands, that's 54. And if I put 3 in a breakout room, that's around about.
Yeah, but you have all the people that there are some people that don't want to go
That's
to the
okay. Then
breakout room.
we'll remove them, and that will reorganize. If there's somebody who doesn't know, we'll remove. There are only 3 or 4 of them right now. We'll manage with that.
So you know what? If you don't, the third representation is shared karma. I'll write it in the chat. If you don't want to join, just don't click the breakout room.
That makes sense.
Okay. Okay. So it's 2 minutes, not one like we did. It's 2 minutes. You stand and represent the soul or whatever. Then you switch. So if like now it's Hitash time. So he represents his soul. I might represent whatever the other one's soul. And Benifer is still the shared karma. And we do a 2-minute sessions. And then Benifer, she represents herself, her soul. And Hitash represent the person she wants. And I represent the shared karma. It's a way to see relationship. Okay. So I do, okay. So let's say, okay. So I find out, so So I'm like curious. There are like 1, 2, 3.
Around 6,
Four.
7, yeah, we'll do that. It's not too many.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
assign them manually, if someone is, some group is not working out, then we can remove and assign them to other group.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
while you
creating
are
15.
signing, yeah, Dr. Pooja, you wanted to ask or something?
Yes. Yes, Yael, you mentioned that those who are first timers, they would stand. So is it okay if we are doing it while sitting and focusing only on our body sensation and emotion? Or is it important that we do this standing?
If you can stand, because then you have you are more full, you feel your body fully, more full. But if it's
I'm
hard to you,
well, actually,
maybe
so
you
I'm
don't have a
bed.
place to stand, don't stand.
So I am not well, so I'm on bed. That's why
Yeah,
I
yeah,
asked.
so stay there.
Thank you.
You're not the only one.
Thank you.
Okay, so so it's 2 minutes and then 2 minutes sharing. One of you need to be on the clock, and then okay, so and we'll call you back after 15 minutes. We'll just close the break in the room and call you back. But put your clock into 2 minutes exercise, 2 minutes sharing.
Aishwarya,
Yes,
you take it.
Hitesh.
I'm looking at the room. You take it from the top. I'm taking it from below. Okay.
Yep.
So room 15 has 3 people, which is good. Room 12 has 3 people, which is good. Room 10 has 3 people. Room 9 has
All
3.
the above are 3.
8 is also 3. 7 is 3. We have just one person. Sorry, we have 2 people in 13.
Binaifa, can you join group room 13? Binny, can you join room 13?
Yeah, wait. I'm finding it. 1 minute.
Should I move you, Binaifa?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. So room 13 also has 3 people. Okay.
So I'll put 15 minutes. I think you can stop the recording, because for 15 minutes we are not gonna do anything.
Sure.
Sangeeta.
Should I?
Yes.
The thing was like, what is this karmic thing about getting bored? First thing,
About getting
bored, very boring.
boring. Oh, I don't know if it's karmic. But so I don't know if it's karmic. It's something you need to explore. Yeah, I don't know if it's a karmic issue, but there is a taste of me and taste of my soul. And sometimes there is a noise here. And sometimes me and my soul are not on the same pace. Like I'm a very fast person. I speak, I act, I do like that. And once, like more than a decade ago, a channeler came to me and said, your soul is tired from you, slow down. And I was like, what? Like, this is me, right? It took me a while to understand that I'm not my soul and I need to slow down in order to be in the same pace as my soul, yet I'm still fast for most other people. Yeah, so I can look at boredom as something about the connection, disconnection with the soul, and what is there to learn about that. But I don't know to tell you about yourself. It's something that you need to explore.
Okay, and something sticky on the left foot and sort of ghost type of thing, loneliness of the soul, feeling lost.
Yeah, so soul can feel like that when we represent them. And sometimes the relationship with other will manifest these sensations. You know, these when we see our movies, like she have lots of friends, but actually she feels very alone. So relationship can manifest the essence of loneliness and the lack of a true or real connection. And then it's something to work on, because when we will heal this within us, then the relationship will shift.
Oh God, that was so evident. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your question.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
So,
you.
Yael, before you move on to the next question, I think we are right on time. And I would just like to share about a beautiful workshop that Yale is doing on the 7th of April. It's about money, karma, and past life. I mean, who doesn't like money, right? And it's our founder's birthday tomorrow. So we'll also be giving a coupon code for everyone if anyone is interested to join the workshop, which is happening on 7th of April, Indian time, 7:30 p.m. So I'm going to drop the link to the workshop as well as the coupon code for everyone.
So I will say something about that. So it's a workshop and not webinar. This is why it's a paid app. And one of the things that I really like working on is money issues. And all the people that don't like money come to the workshop because money, it's not something about liking or not, but just knowing how to handle it. And lots of us have problem with that. So yeah, and it's one of my favorite. I love working on money issues. Okay, so you're welcome to come. Okay. Sangeeta, you wanted to say something or to ask, if I recall right. Or not. Okay. Anyone wants to share or to ask something
So,
about
Yael,
the session?
we
Yeah.
have a question in the chat. Someone
Okay.
was asking about the workshop. How long is the workshop duration going to be for?
3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours with a break, 15 minutes break in the middle, and mainly sessions you're gonna do with yourself, not breakout rooms, and all about clearing money issue from past lives, not from your parents or lineage, but from anything karmic that happened to you regarding money that holds you back for dealing well with money in this lifetime. Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah,
if
one.
anyone has any questions, yes,
Yeah,
Shima.
I do have one question. What
Yes.
does this itching all over the body mean? Because in one of the representation, no, my body started itching all over. And it's still itching, but the intensity has reduced. But yeah, it's itching.
Okay, so first, so you represented something, right? Not your
Yeah.
soul. So just close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the person that you represent for him and say, I'm no longer represent for you. I'm back to be myself. Okay. So itchy, first it's uncomfortable. It's mainly uncomfortable. So you felt uncomfortable, and that was the way of the energy to show you that whatever your relationship is or you're working on, you're uncomfortable.
Okay.
I don't know more than that. I don't put any labels to symptoms. I like the
Okay.
field to share to tell me, but you felt uncomfortable, so this is like the obvious.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so we have we have time for one more question before the hour ends. If anyone wants to ask something about the exercise, about karmic constellation, about the training, I
Yeah,
will
so
take.
I'd like to give a little gist on that, Yael. Sorry for cutting you. So Yael is coming to India to teach karmic constellations. And if anyone is interested to know about the program that Yael is going to teach, Binaifer from our team has dropped her contact detail in the chat. And if you want to know more about the teaching program, you can very well get in touch with Binaifer and she will guide you through the process.
And I want to say that if you want to read more, my book, Karma Healing, is going to be, it's now on pre-sale on Amazon. So you can just write Karma Healing Amazon. I will bring it to the training in student price for the one that will registered. But if you're not planning on registered and you want to read about that, you can order the book. Thank you very much for coming. It was a pleasure for me to be here.
Thank you so much,
And
Yael.
thank you. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in the workshop, in the training, and in other webinars we have. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you so
Panjini.
much,
Thank
Yael.
you, Dhwani.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Yael.
Yael.
Thank you,
You're
joining
welcome.
hands.
Thank you.
Thank you, joining
Bye.
us.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.